Hello and good morning everyone to this live streaming where we are going to be talking about what is happening to the markets and how is the Nifty position right now, because the way the markets were looking like yesterday, it definitely looked like it's going to be a challenge for the markets. But then well, we had a surprise move yesterday and a sharp V-shaped recovery which we saw yesterday completely brought back the bulls back into the game, right? So अभी जो bullish momentum है जिसके बारे में हमने hope छोड़ दिया था, we had spoken about some resistance zone at around 18,000, right? So now the overall market setup continues to remain very muted. Yes, एक अच्छी खासी pullback देखने मिली है हमें, but what we really need to see is can this momentum sustain, right? That's what is important, because now if you take a look at the overall markets and the way overall markets are behaving, it definitely shows us that probably we will once again experience some reaction, and we may get to see some move to the upside. But then what we really need to see is can this momentum sustain, right? क्योंकि जब भी हम सोचते हैं, राइट, या जो भी हम सोचते हैं उस हिसाब से मार्केट चलता नहीं है, और उसकी वजह से जब भी आप मार्केट में आ रहे हैं फिलहाल, यू आर कंटिन्यूसली हैविंग अ चैलेंज, राइट? वी ऑल केम इनटू द मार्केट yesterday thinking कि यहाँ से एक strong reaction आएगा to the downside. But then what really happened is, even though everything were indicating that yes, there is some weakness, but then what really happened was a very strong pullback to the upside. Now, considering how the market is set up and what kind of action should we do? So let's go and take a look at the same and find out what's in store for us as we enter the day. Because it's again going to be a challenging assignment. Now, what has happened is that जो बिकवाली आई थी on towards the last 2-3 days of the last week, many have now got stuck under that debris. यानी काफी बिकवाली हुई थी, सबको लगा अभी शॉर्ट करना है, and many of us have actually shorted. But then the quick reversal seen in the markets, right? It has also been spurred by lot of short covering, right? So lot of short covering की वजह से अभी जो मूवमेंट हम देख रहे हैं इसमें क्लियर है कि एक अच्छी खासी पुल बैक आई है. So now what should we be looking at? So when you take a look at what has really happened, you can see that the market has given a nice reaction, and especially in the bank nifty. So now going into the market today, once again bank nifty is going to play a very important role, क्योंकि अगर आप जो ऑप्शन डेटा देखेंगे बैंक निफ्टी के उसमें क्लियरली जो पीसीआर है इट हैज गॉन अबव 1, इंडिकेटिंग दैट काफी ज्यादा कॉल राइटिंग हुआ है उस पे, सॉरी पुट राइटिंग हुआ है, एंड उसकी वजह से सॉरी द सपोर्ट लेवल्स आर इमर्जिंग एट अराउंड 42,000. सो नाउ सॉरी 42,000 जो है, $42,000 is an important support area. तो 42,000 को अगर आप देखेंगे for the near term, it's going to be an important support zone. But before that, let's get into Nifty and find out कि Nifty में क्या हो रहा है. Alright, so let's get into Nifty. So अगर आप Nifty के levels देखेंगे and you try to get some overview, तो आपको दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पे 18,000 जो है, राइट, 18,000 जो है इज अ इम्पोर्टेंट जोन. सो निफ्टी करंटली एज यू लुक एट ऑन द इंट्राडे सेटअप, लेट्स गो ऑन द इंट्राडे, और देख रहे हैं कि निफ्टी इज राइट नाउ एट द टीएस लाइन. ओके, द इंट्राडे सेटअप सेज द निफ्टी इज राइट नाउ एट द टीएस लाइन while the momentum is neutral. So but when you take a look at the overall position of Nifty, okay, based on the daily setup, you can see that now the higher levels are still further away. The resistance zones are still further away, which is around 18,300, which is what I had mentioned yesterday. So 18,300, 18,000 was the first level. So we have reached in Nifty to the first level around 18,000. Now, due to the sharp reaction yesterday यानी sharp movement to the upside yesterday, हमारा momentum जो है from the sell has gone into the neutral. Okay. So now when you're looking at the momentum gone into the neutral stage, we have to consider that yes, it is not a time to go short definitely, but इंट्राडे में अगर आपको लॉन्ग अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाए तो आप कर सकते हैं. तो आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे the intraday scores have been revised. Okay, you can see here the intraday scores have been revised, and the intraday score suggests that there is some mild bullish possibility emerging once again. So as we are entering today, we are finding that the sharp recovery seen yesterday has taken everyone by surprise, nevertheless. But then what you need to see is overall market, right? Overall markets are continuing to be a sell on rally. I continue to maintain a sell on rally approach क्योंकि जो yes, you will find that the PCR of Bank Nifty has gone up. Yeah, everything is fine. But what you really need to see is the resistance zone. Okay, or the resistance zone is emerging now, so which is around 42,500. Okay, in Bank Nifty, which has been crossed right now. What you need to see is whether is it going to sustain. Okay, if it's not going to sustain, then you could look at lower levels around 42,000 as a good support area to watch out for. Why am I saying that? Because the markets currently is witnessing a very sharp reaction, which is a surprise reaction, but then the overall factors are still continuing to be very, very muted. तो यहाँ पर कोई पॉजिटिव ट्रिगर्स हमें अभी तक दिखा नहीं है. So we should not consider that yes, market is again a dip buy. So at the moment, what I see is that there is going to be some sell on rally emerging, and those rally levels are emerging. The first resistance was at 42,500 and the next was at 43,000. So we have reached the first set of resistance zones in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now again, coming back to Bank Nifty, you will see here that there are no particular signals here. So जो भी index players जो है, right, जो भी index player जो है, आप इस रैली को देख सकते हैं. अगर आपकी शॉर्ट पोजीशन अभी तक ओपन है तो आप देख सकते हैं कि ये जो रैली जो है जैसे फिजल आउट हो जाएगी, आपको एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी टू वंस अगेन गो शॉर्ट. I continue to maintain my sell on rally approach, and if you take a look at lower levels, what has happened is that the recent rise in Nifty, okay, recent rise in Nifty, we reached the pivot of the multi-day. So pivot of the multi-day is 18,025. As you can see here, pivot of the multi-day is 18,025. और जो momentum फिलहाल है, okay, जो मोमेंटम फिलहाल है, इट इज करंटली इन अ न्यूट्रल स्टेज. प्लीज ध्यान में रखिए ये मोमेंटम जो है 18025 जो है इट हैज कम रिएक्टेड इनटू द पिवट. सो स्ट्रांग राइज इनटू द पिवट इज आल्सो एन इंडिकेशन ऑफ अ सेल अप्रोच. सो अगर 18025 आपका पिवट है तो यहाँ पर देखिए 18083 आपका R1 है, तो दिस कुड बी योर स्टॉप लॉस. So actually the rally has occurred yesterday. Any fizzle out from here, all right, any fizzle out from here could carry the prices lower. So now what could be the next demand zone? The next demand zone is around 17,700. अब देखिए 17,700, 17,761. So यहाँ पर एक डिमांड जोन आ रहा है, तो ये आप एक डिमांड जोन की तरह मेंटेन कर सकते हैं at lower level. And 18,025 already the rally has occurred till the pivot. And 18,100 could be your stop loss. Now, if the rally continues further, that's the next question. If the rally continues further, then the supply zone is emerging at around 18,400. You can see here 18,400 is your R3 in intraday, and it is your R2 in multi-day. So यहाँ पर एक आपका supply zone आ रहा है, 17,700 to 750 में आपका एक demand zone आ रहा है. So ये रखकर आज के लिए हम काम करेंगे, and I continue to maintain that market has already given us a nice rally now. So those who look to the markets for a shorting opportunity, this could be a very good time to watch out for. अगर कुछ भी weakening दिख जाए आपको, क्योंकि market जो है उसकी जो ओवरऑल कंडीशंस जो है अभी तक इट हैज नॉट इम्प्रूव, राइट. We are just seeing a quick move here. That's it. We are just seeing a quick move here. But then some consolation for the bullish camp is that despite all this up move, right? इतने सारे हलचल हलबली के बाद भी the USD INR continues to remain curved 83. It has not been able to cross 83, which I am envisaging as a very important weakening spot for the USD INR. तो USD INR भी फिलहाल it is contained at the moment. So USD INR contained है और oil में भी हमें उतनी movement नहीं दिख रही है, and we are getting some bit of rebound from the overseas market. So all this put together is helping the Nifty rebound from lower levels. But then what you got to understand is currently we are in a sell on rally mode. डिप बाय मोड में जो तो हम थे वो फिलहाल अभी एक इन्वर्स हो चुका है. तो जब भी रैली आए, if you are having only mid caps in your position, if it's near your cost, you should exit and wait for a reaction to buy into, or you use the rally and enter into some index trades, because the rally which we are seeing in the last session was really a very good one. Yes, it took us by surprise, but ये जो level है अभी एक अच्छा खासा shorting का मौका बन रहा है. So now let me go into the bank nifty. Okay, let me go into the bank nifty and let's try and find out what is the bank nifty saying. Okay, let's go and try and find out what is the bank nifty saying. Okay, let's hit the bank nifty. So what is happening as far as the bank nifty is concerned? So right now when I take a look at the bank nifty, okay, when I go and take a look bank nifty, okay. So what is happening is the bank nifty is that the bank nifty was in a sell mode, right? Bank nifty was in a sell mode, and thereafter now we are seeing that the sharp recovery yesterday has once again brought the interest in bank nifty. But what we need to consider, okay, what we need to consider as part of the overall process, okay, what we need to consider as part of the overall process is that the movement which we are seeing here, okay, there seems to be some. Let me go and check here. So what really happened yesterday? So let's go and check in rolling ticker. What let's go and check in rolling ticker. What happened in the indices yesterday? Okay, so let me select the indices and let me find out. So you can see here that yesterday there were a lot of triggers that emerged. Okay, there were a lot of triggers that emerged in Nifty and Bank Nifty, and you can see the kind of bullish movement that emerged. Right, you can see here the kind of bullish momentum that has emerged now. So now, if you're going to go into today, so let's go and take a look at the levels of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So I'll go to my pivot stage and I'll go into the levels section. And here what I'll do is I will put on the indices. Okay, so now if I put on the indices, right? So and I find out what is really happening on the daily basis. So I can see here that this was the movement seen yesterday. All right. Now, when I'm going to talk about the indices, okay, when I'm going to talk about the indices, I need to understand that how is the market going to function? Okay, how is the market going to function? And then what I see here is right now the movement which is seen here is that the Bank Nifty has seen a shift in the trend. Right, as you can see here, Bank Nifty has seen a shift in the trend. So, what does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? It means that there is a possibility. Okay, right now there is a possibility. So now, if you were to short Nifty, yes, Nifty has definitely reached an important zone. Nifty has definitely reached an important zone. But as far as the Bank Nifty is concerned, Bank Nifty is showing some potential to rally. So if you are going to engage in a short activity on the indices, then you should first look at Nifty, because Nifty has reached the resistance zone, but Bank Nifty is yet to move there. Now, looking at the setup, right? Looking at the setup, what you can see here is that based on the movement seen yesterday, okay, based on the movement seen yesterday, you are seeing here that the Bank Nifty has seen a sudden shift in the trend. Now, if you see it on a higher time frame, let's see this on a higher time frame. Okay, so let me just go here and let me move to a higher time frame on the indices, and let's see what is happening to the weekly. Also, it's the same. It has moved on the weekly, and now on the monthly and on the weekly. So you are seeing here that there is a shift in Bank Nifty. So now we are at an interesting stage. Nifty has reached the resistance zone, and Bank Nifty is showing a shift in the trend. But what we have to consider is that if we are going to see some movement in Bank Nifty based on the kind of data which I am seeing right now, at higher levels towards 43,000 is where the next set of call writing is happening. So now, if anyone is interested to go short in Bank Nifty, तो आपको 43,000 तक रुकना जरूर पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जो ओवरऑल मूवमेंट जो है, it is continuing to showcase that. But when you take a look at the higher time, see, I've gone in for a पूरे महीने का है, because we reach the end of the month. So you can see here that as far as the monthly data is concerned, you can see here that the Nifty, right? Nifty is below the pivot, and Bank Nifty is above the pivot. So you can see here that the Nifty and Bank Nifty are in contradiction. तो Bank Nifty is above the pivot. तो bullishness आने का जो chance है indices में, वो continues to remain with Bank Nifty, all right? And जो bearishness का scenario है, वो Nifty में है. तो अगर आपको short, अगर market का जो movement है उसके हिसाब से अगर आपको काम करने का कोई अवसर मिले, so that should be taken based on this scenario, because Bank Nifty continues to remain on the positive side, and Nifty continues to remain on the negative side. All right. So if all of you are getting some idea, and I want you guys to hit some likes on whatever I have shared so far. You got some good idea about the levels. You got some good idea about how to enter the expiry week. Right. We are just 3 days away from the expiry. You know what kind of activity you should be doing if you are rolling over your position. So I would like to see the likes go up. A lot of people are connected with me right now, and the likes are still much lower. I want to see the guys likes going up above 50, so that I can go ahead and show you what are the potential stocks which we have for the day. Yeah. So let me see the likes going above 50. All of you guys out there, you could put out what are your favorite picks for the day, so that I know that all of you what are tracking. And let me go and show you what is the potential, what are the kind of potential stocks which we have for the day. So for that, I'll be going to my expert alerts, and let us discuss what stocks are looking good as we enter the day. So a few minutes from now, markets are going to open, but I will show what stocks are having some likely potential here. So yesterday's move in Bank Nifty was more like a dead cat. You can't call it as a reversal. Yeah, you can't call it as a reversal. You can just call it as a bounce. We need to see whether it sustains, right? We need to see whether the move will sustain. That's what is important. That's what is important, because we need to see the moves to sustain. All right. So all of you guys hit the like button. If you're interested to be part of this discussion, there is always a quid pro quo. So I want the likes going up above 50 so that I can discuss the stocks as well as we are nearing the market open. Okay. A lot of people joined in, but not many people are hitting either the comment or the like. This something which all of you can do. So I want more of you to participate along with me. Show me your love and support, and hit the like button, and also comment on this video on what aspect of the discussion you like, so that I know exactly how you are understanding what is happening. We are 2 minutes away from what's the market is about to open. If you're not really interested, and if you are not really keen to be part of this discussion, then absolutely no problem. But if you are part of this discussion and you would like to know how to really make things work, then I'm sure that all of you can definitely move the mouse and hit the like button. Doesn't take too much time. The likes are still at 20. I want the likes to go up above 50. Many of you have connected. All right, one more minute to go. The market to open. So we have something very interesting in our trader, right? So what you see here is a very strong area which we have, which is called as the potential reversal. Okay, this potential reversal is one of the most potent section here. It's a very powerful section which we have devised, and this is the place from where you get lot of perspective on how is the stock position. Okay, how is the stock positioned, and what are the chances for this particular stock to move. So this particular section, okay, this particular section called as potential reversal is very very active. It's very very active. It's tracking the most active stocks, and it simplifies your trading. It simplifies your trading, and you can see here that at the end of yesterday, right, there were certain stocks which were having some potential to reverse. This is what we show in NeoTrader. This is what we show in NeoTrader, and you can see here that based on the various kinds of setup and the various kinds of filters, this is what is available, right? This is what is available, and it really helps every trader to find out what we really need to do. And you can see here that based on this setup, you can decide how to action them. So now, when you take a look at the overall scenario, these are the potential stocks which are looking good for the day, right? So when you're going to enter the day, you can note down these names, and then based on these names, you can take action for the market. So that's what is the process. And now, when these names are available, all you have to do is get into your rolling ticker. Right? For example, if you have got here Bata India, I'll just do one example here. So I can just type here Bata. You can see here that Bata has flagged off, and in the rolling ticker, it has already given you that yes, there is a potential movement seen here, right? So you can see here that as the market moves, it has already given a potential movement there, and based on the kind of setup, right? Based on the kind of setup, it has already flagged that yes, it has opened up with a gap. So it is opened up with a gap, and it is a potential reversal bullish candidate which has fired. Now, this way, expert alert gives you very good idea of what are the stocks, and from the rolling ticker, you get those validations. So how to use that and how to validate them is what I'll be showing it to you. But now we have come to an end of today's discussion, and I hope all of you got some perspective on how to do it. Right? I want you guys to share this video with as many people as possible, and join me in tomorrow's session where we'll again discuss on what are the various kinds of possibilities and how to take a look at the markets and develop some view. All right. Thank you so much for joining in today. Have a good day and enjoy your trading.